Today, we're talking all about the iPhone 16 series and its sales performance. With the launch behind us and early sales data trickling in, it's time to take a closer look at how Apple's latest flagship is faring in the market. So, if you're curious about the initial reception and what it could mean for Apple's future, stay tuned. After months of leaks and speculation, the iPhone 16 series has finally arrived, and the market response has been quite interesting. Apple, as usual, has kept its sales figures close to the chest, but we've got some industry insights to break down for you. First things first, it seems like Apple is seeing robust demand for the iPhone 16 series, especially when it comes to the Pro models. Just like in previous years, the higher-end models continue to attract more attention. Reports suggest that Apple has been maintaining steady production rates for these models, which is always a good indicator of strong demand. In fact, some supply chain sources have hinted that production for the Pro models might even get ramped up as we head into the holiday season. So what makes the Pro version so popular? It's likely a combination of cutting-edge features, high-performance hardware, and the overall premium experience that Apple users have come to expect. Features like the improved camera system, better display, and the latest A18 chip are key selling points from these top-tier devices. On the flip side, the standard iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus are reportedly facing slower sales compared to their Pro counterparts. This isn't entirely surprising, as we've seen this trend in previous years. Many customers are willing to pay a bit more for the premium features found in the Pro models. This shift in consumer behavior may also reflect a broader trend where people are either going all in for the most advanced models or sticking with older, more affordable options. It will be interesting to see if Apple adjusts its strategy for the base models in the coming months. Perhaps new promotions or marketing efforts could help boost sales for these versions, especially as we approach the holiday season. Speaking of the holiday season, we're just around the corner from Black Friday and the Christmas shopping rush. These months are crucial for tech companies, and Apple is no exception. Historically, the company sees a significant sales spike during this period, and there's no reason to believe this year will be any different. With the iPhone 16 series being Apple's latest release, we can expect it to be a hot item on many holiday wish lists. Additionally, Apple is likely to offer special deals and bundles through carriers and retail partners, which could further boost sales. Whether it's discounted prices, trade-in offers, or additional perks, consumers might be more tempted to upgrade during this time. In terms of long-term sales, we'll have a much clearer picture after Apple releases its quarterly earnings report. This will give us insight into the broader performance of the iPhone 16 series and how it's contributing to Apple's overall business. While early indicators suggest a strong start for the Pro models, we'll have to wait and see how things shake out for the standard versions. Looking beyond just this quarter, the iPhone 16's success will depend on how well it continues to sell into next year. Many iPhone users prefer to upgrade on a 2 or 3 year cycle, so it will be interesting to see how the iPhone 16 series holds up in the longer term. What about you? Are you planning to grab an iPhone 16 this year, or are you holding out for something else? Let us know in the comments. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on the latest tech news. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. The smartphone industry is constantly evolving, with each new year bringing us flagship devices that push the boundaries of technology and design. In this video, we'll be taking a close look at the two biggest names in the smartphone world right now: Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max and Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra. Both phones are powerhouses in their own right, but how do they stack up against each other? Let's dive into the battle of the bigs. Design and size. As expected, Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max doesn't deviate much from its predecessor when it comes to design. The rectangular shape, soft corners, flat sides, and dynamic island pill-shaped cutout remain. This year, however, the screen has grown from 6.7 inches to a massive 6.9 inches, making it the largest display ever on an iPhone. Its bezels are even thinner, but the overall dimensions have changed slightly, measuring 163mm by 77.6mm. In comparison, the Galaxy S24 Ultra is slightly smaller at 162.3mm in height, but a bit wider at 79mm, making it easier to handle for users who love to use the S Pen for sketching or taking notes. Speaking of the S Pen, Samsung once again offers the stylus nestled into the bottom of the Galaxy S24 Ultra. It's a feature that remains unique to Samsung in the flagship market, and one that many users either love or ignore completely. The precision of the S Pen, developed in partnership with Wacom, is something to be admired, making it a fantastic tool for creative tasks. Apple, on the other hand, introduces some new tricks with its buttons. The Action button, which debuted in the iPhone 15 Pro series, returns, offering customizable functions for launching apps or activating Siri shortcuts. But the real star of the show is the new camera control button. This physical key, equipped with a capacitive surface, allows users to control the camera with a swipe, much like a traditional camera shutter button, enhancing the photography experience. Both phones come in sleek color options. The iPhone 16 Pro Max offers titanium finishes in white, black, natural, and the new Desert Titanium. Meanwhile, Samsung gives users a broader selection with titanium violet, yellow, black, and gray, and 3 exclusive colors if you order directly from Samsung's website. Display differences. When it comes to display, both phones boast impressive technology. The iPhone 16 Pro Max features a 6.9-inch OLED panel with a 120Hz refresh rate and an always-on display that can drop its refresh rate to just 1 Hz, keeping your wallpaper or photos visible even when the phone is asleep. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra comes equipped with its signature AMOLED screen, also featuring a 120Hz refresh rate and an always-on display. However, Samsung has a slight edge here with its anti-reflective coating, which makes the screen much easier to see outdoors. In contrast, the iPhone struggles with reflections in bright sunlight despite its high brightness. Color accuracy is another area where the two phones differ slightly. The iPhone's display leans towards a yellowish hue, while the Galaxy has a bit of a teal tint. But with both phones offering blue light filters and adaptive color calibration, these differences are minimal in day-to-day use. One new feature for the iPhone 16 Pro Max is its ability to drop to an incredibly low 1 nit brightness level, making it easier on the eyes in dark environments. Samsung's display already hovers around this level, so both phones are excellent for nighttime use. Performance and software. Under the hood, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is powered by Apple's latest A18 Pro chip, built on a second-gen 3nm process by TSMC. This cutting-edge chip brings significant improvements in performance and efficiency, particularly when it comes to handling heavy tasks like gaming and AI-driven processes. Apple has also focused on better heat dissipation, addressing the overheating issues that plagued the A17 Pro chip. The Galaxy S24 Ultra, on the other hand, is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, specifically tuned for Samsung devices. While both chips are incredibly powerful, benchmarks show that Apple's A18 Pro takes the lead in CPU performance. However, in 3D graphics tests, the Galaxy S24 Ultra isn't far behind, offering stellar gaming performance. Both Apple and Samsung are pushing into the realm of AI, with dedicated NPU cores to handle AI tasks. The iPhone 16 Pro Max comes with Apple Intelligence, which will roll out new features gradually, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra already boasts AI-powered features like live translation, generative image editing, and transcript summaries. As for software, the iPhone runs iOS, which has seen some welcome changes this year, bringing it closer to the flexibility of Android. You can now place app icons anywhere on the home screen and even customize their colors. But if customization is what you're after, Samsung's One UI still reigns supreme with features like split-screen multitasking, themes, and more. Samsung has also stepped up its software update game, promising 7 years of updates for the Galaxy S24 Ultra, compared to Apple's 5-year commitment for the iPhone. Camera capabilities. Apple has made some significant upgrades to the cameras on the iPhone 16 Pro Max, particularly the ultra-wide camera, which now features a 48-megapixel sensor. The main camera remains at 48 megapixel, and the 5x telephoto camera comes with a 12-megapixel sensor. A new lens coating helps reduce the lens flare issue that has been prevalent in recent iPhone models, especially during night shots. Samsung, as always, is pushing the envelope with its camera hardware. The Galaxy S24 Ultra boasts a hopping 200-megapixel main camera, alongside a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, a 10-megapixel 3x telephoto, and a 50-megapixel 5x zoom camera. While the megapixel count might seem impressive, the real magic happens in post-processing. Both phones have excellent cameras, but Samsung has a slight edge in zoom performance, while the iPhone tends to over-sharpen fine details like leaves or grass. In low-light conditions, both phones perform admirably, but the iPhone's new lens coating helps reduce the flare and artifacts that can appear in night photos. Samsung, on the other hand, continues to struggle slightly with oversaturated greens in its images, but this is only noticeable when directly comparing photos side by side. Battery and charging. When it comes to battery life, both phones pack a punch. The iPhone 16 Pro Max has a 4,685 mAh battery, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra comes with a slightly larger 5,000 mAh battery. However, Samsung takes the lead in charging speeds, offering 45-watt wired charging compared to the iPhone's 20-watt. For wireless charging, Apple's MagSafe offers 25-watt, while Samsung's wireless charging maxes out at 15 watt. Conclusion. So, which phone is the better choice? It's a tough call. The iPhone 16 Pro Max impresses with its sleek design, powerful A18 Pro chip, and improved cameras, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra excels with its S Pen, higher megapixel count, and faster charging speeds. Ultimately, it comes down to personal preference and whether you're more entrenched in Apple's ecosystem or Samsung's Android world. Either way, you're getting a top-tier smartphone that won't disappoint. What do you think about it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Until then, take care. Goodbye.